Bullying and harassment is a really tough issue in any school, but definitely I think in middle school when they're really learning how to interact with each other in an appropriate way.
I think people bully because, they don't like building people up. They just tear them down because they don't really want them to have so much power in their hands.
Bullying comes from immaturity and like you being immature.
Like you don't see a lot of bullying here because,
Yeah.
I mean, as soon as we see it, we're on it. Like, there's no doubt about it. We're
there.
on it. Like, it'll stop.
More than 630 students, grades 6 through 8, attend Warren G. Harding Middle School in Des Moines. The school serves a diverse population and is considered a high poverty building, with over 95% of the students qualifying for free or reduced lunch. The once troubled school has undergone a massive transformation and in just 3 years created a positive culture where students are thriving.
How many hugs do I get today? A lot. Thank you.
When I started in the building 4 years ago, we had the police in our building on a regular basis, breaking up fights, dealing with students who were threatening to kill themselves. Bullying obviously is a part of that. I mean, students who are uncomfortable will either lash out physically or emotionally by saying, I'm going to hurt myself, I'm going to hurt somebody else. We have seen such a great change. There's just a feel in the building that's very positive. That is because we have worked hard as a staff to build relationships with students, empower them to take control of the positive culture in the building and hold each other accountable. Behavior First is something that we've designed. So the title comes from the fact that we couldn't change the academics in the building until behavior was under control. So behavior first. Behavior is always first. The teachers meet on Friday and they rate every student in every grade level as to whether they're positive, neutral, or negative for the week based on their behaviors. And those ratings are public in multiple ways.
Ratings are reviewed with students in small advisory groups that meet on Monday and Wednesday mornings.
Students are able to bring up issues that they see, and then we allow them to discuss it and come to a resolution that makes sense to the group, all the while we're monitoring it.
Okay, think about the power of our group. The power of a group versus the power of one. Think about the end result and how we can help solve this problem.
And as students become more and more consistently positive, then they get nominated to be in our positive peer club, or we call it the Wolf Pack. Once I'm in the Wolf Pack, then I have the opportunity to be a part of government. And when I'm in government, that's the highest level I can go to as a peer to help have influence over the rest of my students.
Well, us as government, we play our part, and we got to be positive both outside and inside of school.
Other incentives for working towards positive behavior come in the form of privileges, such as special school events. The student government leaders help determine those rewards.
With Behavior First, we really try to fulfill that need for power, that self-worth in different means. Then through dominating somebody else, or then through getting attention for negative behavior.
I think another way that our building has addressed the bullying situation is by really remixing our students' thinking that school is a sacred place. You come to our building to read, to write, and to think, and to also uplift each other and to build each other up so that you are on an equal playing field, because we talk a lot about equality.
Christopher Rollins and Emily Lang are co-instructors for a class called Hip Hop, Rhetoric, and Rhyme, using current culture as a forum to combine civics, history, and literacy objectives. Students explore how they can be a force for change.
We have this phrase called energetic reciprocity, and it's this idea of always building each other up and never tearing each other down. And we hold kids to a pretty high standard when it comes to that.
We look at a lot of issues, but we then remix that into a solutions-based class to say, what can you do now, knowing the problem, what solutions might exist in your community, or if solutions don't exist, how can you be someone that is that change agent to make that solution occur?
Rollins and Lang are leading a poetry movement that has inspired some Harding students to create change by sharing their truth through spoken word poetry.
Real diversity collides like the colors in a kaleidoscope. Now take a second and look through your scope and hold it steady. You take that shot at hope, because we got no time to mope with our heads held low.
I dream upon a reality where I was still there for him, to teach him the qualities of a man.
Moving forward, but we happen to be running backwards, nonstop, gasping for air because life won't wait for you.
Encouraging students to discover the power of their words and of their voices has been transformative for the students and for the school.
I feel like I have a lot of power. feel like I could roam this school, and feel like I'm at home.
The direction I hope to lead people in is like as positive as it can be. Like, just get them on the right track if they're not doing so well, and like lead them to success and accomplishments.
A message to like people being bullied is you gotta keep your head up. You gotta know that these words can't really hurt you. You're more than what they say you are. You're you.